Eric, you gave me some amazing advice about stubborn belly fat, number one. And that was super, super popular with the listeners and the watchers. They were like, oh my gosh, everything he said, I've tried. And it was amazing advice. Without being too broad, can you give us just some sound advice on how not to overeat, but how to let ourselves indulge a little bit at the same time?
So I would tell your listeners this: let's all plan on eating something healthy before we go to the holiday party. That way it takes away the sense of urgency of needing to consume food while you're there, and you're less likely to make some bad choices with the spread of all the goodies that are there. And also, if you're going to consume alcohol, let's make sure we drink a lot of water to offset it, and let's make sure that we call a Lyft or an Uber or a taxi so we don't drive.
Well, that was my next question, right? Like, how bad is alcohol for you? Like, how bad is it really for your weight? I don't want to say like, how bad is it for your liver, blah, blah, blah. I don't, I already know. But like weight wise, how bad is it for you?
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad on several different levels. It's bad because a lot of alcohol contains a lot of sugar, which actually leads to all kinds of diseases and gaining weight. But also alcohol is not good because it leads us to making decisions that coincide with our diet goals. And so my vote to you is for you to either be the designated driver of the family and not have alcohol, or really limit yourself to drinks at a very minimum, one or two maximum.
So, okay, now if you had only 10 minutes on Christmas morning to work out, what would you do in those 10 minutes? That would be the most effective.
Okay, Christmas morning, it's going to be a crazy, super fun day. We need to get the body moving. So the first thing I would do is, if I could go outside, I'd go for a brisk walk, preferably backwards. But if I couldn't go outside because it was just too cold, I would actually do jumping jacks or jog in place, pretending that there were 15 sleeping babies in front of me. So I would be on my tiptoes. That minimizes the pounding on the joints and the muscles.
Okay. So jumping jacks, running in place. What else?
That will get the heart going. And then I love push-ups and planks. And depending on what you like more, it's totally fine. But a push-up is a full body motion. And especially if you do our double tap at the bottom. So you come down, tap, tap, and then you come up. You're doing the hardest part of a push-up twice. That's amazing. So come down, touch, go up an inch, back down, touch, and all the way up. Those double taps are incredible. And don't forget, after you're done with the push-ups, squeeze that pectoral region by squeezing and clenching those muscles in the chest. It summons nutrient-rich blood to the region. You change twice as fast. And for the women out there that want their triceps, the back of their arms to look better, keep those elbows tucked in. And there's a lot of tricep in the push-up.
Elbows in. Okay, got it. Is that harder?
It is much more challenging. And so we have something called lower downs. The funny thing is, push-ups are so popular and it's all about pushing up. We actually have an exercise called lower downs, where we pretend that there's a sensor on our chest and a sensor on our belt buckle, and we slowly lower ourselves down to the floor over a 10-second period. And that slow lowering really makes the muscles work and focuses on the negative aspect of the workout itself, which bodybuilder Frank Zane, the only man ever to beat Arnold Schwarzenegger in a bodybuilding competition, swears that you get more from the negative aspect of the exercise than you do from the positive. So try lower downs. I would want you to do 4 sets of 3 reps. Each repetition lasts 10 seconds. So if you do 4 sets of 3, that's 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off.
At a holiday party, what would you go for maybe?
I say, if you want to be a pro, go for the protein. Protein is actually comes from the Greek meaning first or most important. And so if you have a choice between something sweet and baked versus something that actually is delicious, but protein-based, I say let's go for the protein. Also, when you consume protein, especially that high-quality animal-based protein, there's a mechanism in your mind that shoots out a signal of being hungry. It shuts it off. So the alarm in your mind that says, I'm hungry, is shut off by consuming animal-based protein. Let's have protein first, and then we can have other things.
Well, thank you very much. This has been extremely helpful and extremely fun as always. Yeah, and I hope you have a happy holiday season, and I'll talk to you soon.
That sounds great. Thanks again for having me.
All right, I'll send you everything.